Fresh.
Good morning, it's Jim and Kim from Fresh 102.7. With us this morning, Charlie, Louie, Jake, Daniel, everybody, it's Rixton!
Hello. How you doing?
Wait, don't you guys need screaming girls? Wouldn't that make you feel better? Where they cry and go, and I love you, and I was listening to you, and you're the best thing ever? Does that make you feel better?
One screaming day girl, I don't feel confident anymore.
Right? I mean, how's that working out for you? I mean, is that a new thing for you? You've been together for a while, but now you have girls that are just hysterical to meet.
We've had that all our lives. So.
Since we were born, it's just
something we're used to now.
It's very, very surreal. It's strange, especially when they all grab you and try and steal stuff.
You've been together 4 years before you got signed. When you heard, hey, Scooter Braun wants to be your manager, what is that like? You've been together, and now suddenly this guy who has launched some major careers is looking at you guys going, I want to manage you.
Yeah, it was very strange and surreal. Because a few years before that, obviously we were doing the pubs and the clubs, and we were getting changed in restrooms, and yeah, it was very, very strange. And for someone like that to just call out the blue, we just couldn't believe it. We still kind of don't believe it.
You hung up on him, didn't you?
I did. He called me, and I've never really had a phone call from America before. And I was just like, what is this number? I thought it was from a different galaxy. And I was like, okay. So I picked up, and there was obviously a natural delay. And then I just felt my phone burn in my hand, and all my money just draining out of my phone. I was like, oh. So I just hung up. He said, hey, this is Scooter Braun. I was like, well, I thought it was a friend. Yeah, a friend winded me up, and then he called back, and it was. And I was like, yeah, can you make sure you reverse charges on this call? Because,
and then what did you do? Tell these guys? Did he come to you guys and go, oh, hey, Scooter Braun wants to manage us?
Well, we were all together in a studio in North London?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was the size of probably a quarter of this carpet.
Yeah.
It was so small. And he came in the room just tears in his eyes, emotional, and told us. And it was kind of weirdly overwhelming, and we all just rang our parents. First thing we did.
That is the first thing we did. We rang our mums.
Did a light go off in all your heads oh man, this is it, this is that moment?
Kind of. We more thought, what on earth are we going to wear? Didn't we? So we all went shopping,
And it was strange because I walked in and I was like, oh, Scooter wants to sign us, and everyone started cheering and stuff. And then it kind of settled down. I was like, he didn't say he wanted to sign us, he just wanted to meet us. So it just such an anticlimax. But yeah, fortunate. He did sign us.
When people say boy band, how do you feel about that? Because I know you write your own music, you play your own instruments, and I think when people think of boy bands, they don't really think a lot of a hair gel, not a lot of... Well, it's okay to have the hair gel if you play your own instrument and write your own songs.
The boy band thing is funny because when we first originally started getting called that, we'd get kind of uptight and really quite annoyed. But then we realised that boy bands get a lot of women, money, fast cars.
You get to go shopping.
Fame. So it's
big houses.
Big houses. You can call us what you want.
And they don't call ugly guys boy bands, I'm just going to say.
It started changing. Now people have started, seeing us live and seeing us perform more. And once they, hear the EP or the album, they change their mind, which is great for us. But the fact people are talking about us, that's enough for us, really. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's face it, you guys are going to go on the road, and every girl's going to throw themselves and probably what they're wearing underneath their clothes at you.
Okay. No. It was strange because whenever we get asked about this, we're always like, oh, we haven't experienced it yet. And then only in the past couple of weeks, we've started experiencing how crazy it is. But because we're so busy and we're moving from city to city, we haven't had time to Indulge. There we go.
That's a good word.
So no walk of shame yet for any of you?
Oh, every night.
Every night. It's a very important thing. You got to hold your head high and own it.
Here. Yeah.
Just from the elevator to the studio, right? Man.
Thank you.
That's why he's wearing a hat.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows you're going to bring a hat to the walk of shame just in case.
Absolutely.